Hey everybody, it's Brad at Dateport Brothers LLC out in Versailles, Ohio. Apologies in advance, it's very windy today, so if the audio is off a little bit, my apologies. Today I'm going to do a walk around video followed by an operational video on this 1994 Massey 231 tractor that came in and we're putting up for sale. Like always, I'll walk around, I'll talk about the features and functions, we'll show you the pins are nice and tight up front, let you see the 3-point and the PTO, let you hear the engine. As always, if you are in the market for a used tractor, a used piece of ag equipment, or a used piece of construction equipment, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Your likes and subscriptions help other people who are looking for equipment find our videos and find our machines, and we truly do appreciate that. All right, like I said, this one's a 1994 231 Massey OROPS 2-wheel drive. It's got the Woods do-all 195 front loader, gear drive, R1 tires, 1484 hours. The hour meter does work. We were running around a little bit ago and it ticked over, so it's 1484 hours. As I get up close to it here, you'll see that the paint's actually pretty good for a 95 model tractor. Loader pins are very tight. You'll see that here in a little bit when we fire it up and run it around. But looking at that front loader, as you can see, that red paint's pretty bright. It's got some small scratches and scuffs if you look up real close to it. Nothing I wouldn't expect for a used loader tractor, but pretty good honestly for the age. Just some scuffs here and there. Like I said, nothing out of the ordinary. A couple chips in the paint here, there. A little bit of kind of like spider web cracking in the paint up top just from the age. But very straight here. Looking at the front tire on this side, I'm going to say we're at least 75% tread life. I think I'm being very fair there. Not all weather checked or anything like that. Pretty good shape there. Sidewall's in good shape. Front rim on this side, as you can see, that original silver paint's pretty good. Got a couple spots where it's flaking off a little bit and just a little bit of a surface rust starting to show through, kind of a little patina to it there. But pretty good honestly for a 94 model, and that silver paint was never great to begin with. Coming back here, take a look at the fender on this side. Everything up front of the fender's good. That light, as you can see, is busted there. But other than that, the fender itself, very straight here. Typical of that red paint, kind of getting some cracking in it and fades down to a couple different colors there, as you can see there. But nice and straight, no big dents or dings to speak of. Underneath the bottom of that fender, it's really nice in there, not all rusted up. Honestly, pretty darn nice underneath there. Looking at the rear tire on this side, I'm gonna say we're at least 55–60% tread life. I think I'm being very fair. No real weather checking to speak of. Sidewall's pretty good. And then taking a little step back, looking at the rear rim on this side, again, that silver paint's pretty decent. Does have a little bit of surface rust starting in some spots, just kind of showing its age. Like I said, it's a 94 model tractor, but pretty good overall. A couple little nicks around the edges in the paint and stuff, but pretty decent. Coming back, looking at the 3-point. Drawbar's offset right now. PTO shield's in good shape. 540 PTO. Looking at this rear end, everything back here looks really good. Everything's in good shape. Nice and heavy rear end. Inside of that fender looks good. Inside here looks good. Coming around to the back, everything looks good back here. Again, nice and straight on this fender. No major dents or dings to speak of. Couple scuffs and stuff in the paint, and it is a little faded here, as you can see, but that red paint was never great to begin with. Looking underneath the fender here. This side, again, that fender's really clean. Not all rusted up or anything. Looking at the rear tire on this side, matches up really well to the other side. Lots of tread life left there. No real weather checking to speak of. Taking a step back, looking at the rim on this side, again, matches up really well to the other side. Just some kind of surface rusty kind of stuff just from age. Pretty good shape though. Take a look at the front engine on this side, or front tire on this side. Matches up really well to the other side. Lots of life left there. Sidewall's good. No real weather checking. And looking at the front rim, again, matches up really well to the other side. A couple little scuffs and scratches in the paint, and just a little bit of surface rust starting in some spots. Looking at the loader arm on this side, again, nice and straight. I don't see anything that's been cracked or welded or plated. Just some kind of spider webbing up there on the top of the loader in that paint, as you can see. Some scuffs along the side, nothing out of the ordinary. But like I said, I don't see anything that looks like it's been cracked or welded or plated anywhere. Taking a look at that front bucket. That bucket's in really good shape. No big bows or dents or dings to speak of. Pretty straight bucket. Up here in the front, everything looks pretty good there. The front nose, everything looks good here. That black mesh is in pretty good shape. Headlights both look good. Top of the hood. Again, the paint's a little bit faded, but it is a 94 model tractor, so honestly pretty good for that age. We'll take a look here at the engine. Look at the side of the block and everything that we can see here. Okay, as you can see here, pretty dry. Does have a block heater there. I'm not seeing any areas with a lot of oil or diesel running down the side of the block or anything here. Everything back there is good. Go take a look at the other side. All right, again over here, looks pretty dry. Not seeing any oil or diesel running down off of anything. I say with these old machines, I say it even with the newer ones, I'm sure if you go over this thing with a fine-tooth comb, you're going to find a seep or two somewhere. But I don't see anything that's egregious or out of line or out of normal. Everything looks good there on that front axle as well. Take a look at the operator station. Everything up here is nice, in good shape. That clutch pedal still has quite a bit of tread left on those little notches that are on that. Looking at the seat's in really good shape. I don't see any cuts or tears there on that bottom cushion. Backrest, again, same thing. I don't see any cuts or tears there. Everything looks in good shape. Inside of this fender looks good. Same thing over here. Looking at the brake pedals, everything looks good on those. Same thing down here, throttle. And down here, all of our gauges. Kind of hard to see, it's a little foggy in there, but 1484 is what it just turned over on the hour meter. Steering wheel looks good. Gear shift levers. Sorry, these things are a little hard to maneuver while I hold the camera. Gear shift levers are both in good shape there. All right, like I said, it's a 1994 231 Massey Ferguson. Lots of photos on our website. That's listed down below in the description. If you have any questions, comment down below. We'll fire it up, get right into an operational video.